Hello, people. Another beautiful day or morning. Yeah. Hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good or excellent. What? What's up, gamers? I'm just sitting. I'm watching the game. Sitting here watching this Dolphin situation. Um, I was right about the Wii U situation because it plays into the Dolphin situation. I'm sitting here watching this. I'm watching Nintendo trying to put on a straight face, trying to act like they weren't responsible for the Dolphin situation. And here's why I say why Nintendo is responsible for the Dolphin situation. When I told you that the Switch should have never been built, I was right. Okay? Because the PlayStation 5 with the Q Lite, it complements the Wii U. So I'm sitting here watching this. When I tell you that the Wii U had every angle, every direction, every base covered in video games, I was right. When I told you that the Nintendo fan base needs were met, I was right. When I told you that that the Switch should have never been built, when I told you that the virtual console was like your public library, your bookstore, the virtual console was made for natural disasters, one made by man and one made by nature, I was right. So if you think about these emulators that are coming out right now, if Nintendo would have never built the Switch and they would have taken all their games and put it in the Wii U's virtual console, the Dolphin and the Yuzu emulation would have never been built. Because why? You got the games in the virtual console already. So since you didn't put those games in the virtual console and you tried to ignore the virtual console, which you did, and talking about you were trying to be different, you were trying to do gaming on the go, you were going in a different direction, the emulation community is like, oh, you don't care about video game preservations, huh? Okay, we will take care of it. And that explains the Dolphin emulation and the Yuzu emulation. Okay? All because Nintendo is so in a hurry to build something new all the time. And when they build something new all the time, it's not good. Though, like I tell people before, the Wii U was the answer to the Nintendo fan base needs and wants. Right? They had more options to play on the Wii U than you do with the Switch. Okay? With the Wii U, you can play with the tablet only, or you can play with the console only, or you can play with the console and the controller, or the tablet and the console and the TV, or the controller, tablet, console, TV. You had options. You don't have that option with the Switch. So why go backwards in video games? So Nintendo tried to put on this straight face, saying that, oh, they're trying to protect engineers and developers. Nonsense. That is a bunch of nonsense. I seen the article on TweetTime, by the way. What's up, TweetTime? Talking about the emulation situation. They're talking about, oh, we're trying to protect developers and engineers. No, you're not. You're just trying to play the victim here. You are trying to play the victim. You don't want to admit that you were wrong for building the Switch in the first place. That's what all this comes down to. You know, I watch so many people try to explain the Wii U situation, and they failed at this. They don't tell the truth. They always try to leave the 3DS out the picture. I watch so many people try to explain the Wii U situation, and they failed at it. I'm just sitting here just shaking my head because there was no need to build a Switch. There was no need to. The answer to your gaming needs, wants, and desires and dreams was the Wii U. Everything was covered. The only thing you got to do now is refresh the console, change the architecture, put some more storage space on that CD, and That was it. You had the best of both worlds. You had both market. You had every angle, every direction, every base covered. And then you had that nice virtual console. That's like your safety deposit box, your vault, your bookstore, your library, where you store all your games. But you didn't want to put the time in to do that. All you care about was making quick sales numbers, huh? And everybody, and then you put it out there. It was sales, marketing, commercial failure out of Wii U failed. Liar. That's not even true. The problem with the Wii U is the 3DS. You need to get rid of it because you don't need it anymore. You know. Then you had people coming out. Oh, the Wii U is a gimmick. It didn't stand a chance. all kind of excuses because they themselves couldn't even explain the console. They tried and they failed at it. And to watch this Dolphin emulation now, it all stems from the Wii U. If you had all your Wii games and your GameCube games in the virtual console, the Yuzu emulation and the Dolphin would have never been built. But since you went and built the Switch, you opened a can of worms. So all that talk about, oh, we were trying to be different. Oh, we're gonna do gaming on the go. Oh, we're going in a different direction. All that stuff is fake. Okay? So you're trying to play the victim here, Nintendo Corporation, trying to act like you're not responsible for this. You are responsible for this. Okay? You might got the rest of the gaming world fooled about this situation, but for a person like me that's been playing video games for years, I understand this stuff pretty good. You're just trying to play the victim. You're not innocent in all this. So if I'm the Dolphin creators, I'm going in the courtroom like this. Look, Nintendo is responsible for this. Okay? They created this problem because they don't take care of video game. They don't care about video game preservation. Okay? And the reason why everybody look, they don't care about video game preservation. So we took it upon ourselves to try to preserve these games alive, because why? We like to play them. And consoles parts, they get old. The consoles, they stop working. Okay? And the console manufacturers, they stop making a certain console after a certain amount of years. So now, us as gamers, if we have a console and they die out, and then we want to play those games, we don't have no other way of playing them. So that's the argument I would use against Nintendo if I'm the Dolphin creators. I will call Nintendo out on this, say they are responsible, and I would say they should have never built the Switch. They had the virtual console to work on. The virtual console is like your safety deposit box, your vault, your bookstore, your library, and it was their job and their responsibility to take all those games and put it in the virtual console. And they refused to do it. The other thing they refused to do is give up the 3DS, because the 3DS was creating a problem, meaning that they never wanted to get rid of it. They wanted to blame the Wii U for their problems when the 3DS games were supposed to be in the Wii U's virtual console. So that's how they should go about it. And said Nintendo is responsible for this. Okay? Yeah. So other than that, man, I'm just sitting here watching this gaming industry, for a little bit. I haven't bought anything new yet. So, when it comes to this Dolphin emulation, man, Nintendo is responsible for it. If all those games were in the Wii U's virtual console, a lot of these emulations would have never gotten built. None of them would have gotten built. But since Nintendo don't do video game preservation and don't care about the preservation of video games, we got emulation. So it's Nintendo's fault. And for those people that were saying it was sales marketing why the Wii U failed, these people need to do their research, because the Wii U, you have a Wii U and a 3DS. You don't need that anymore. That's cartridge. You don't need it anymore. You need to focus on the Wii U, because you got both handheld and console market. And you got functionality, utilization of video games, and then you got options. Wii U gave you options to play. So, yeah. The Wii U is better, so Nintendo should have stayed with it and never built the Switch, but they went and built the Switch, and they opened a can of worms. Okay, and then they try to sit there with a straight face and try to tell people and try to make it look like the Dolphin creators created a problem. No, it's you. So yeah. But other than that, man, sitting here watching this game industry, see what's new, what's next. You know, but I'm just sitting here, you know, and to this day, I'm glad I never bought the Switch because I have no interest in it. They should have stayed with this, because the style of play that the Switch is in right now, we've been down that road before. When we were on the NES, Super Nintendo 64, GameCube, Wii, we were on that road when we were on the Game Boy Color, SP, Advance, all that. The Wii U is the truth. So Nintendo should have refreshed the console and stayed with it and compete and continue to use it. So yeah, right now they're limited with the Switch on what they can do. Okay, so yeah, the Wii U is the truth, you know. So, but the PlayStation 5 now is complementing the Wii U with the Q Lite. You know, so yeah. But other than that, man, this Dolphin emulation situation, Nintendo is responsible for this. They don't get a free pass in this. Because if you would have put all those games in those virtual consoles, then the Dolphin and Yuzu emulator would have never been built. Okay, yeah. You know, the games on the GameCube, they were missing content because they were on a 1.1 gig storage CD. The games on the Wii, they were missing content. You know, games on the GameCube was on a 485 megahertz system during the PS2 and Xbox and Dreamcast era. So the GameCube games are missing content. Then with the Wii, 733 megahertz with an 8 gig storage CD, that's in the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 era. So those games are missing content. So the Wii U had a 25 gig CD, so there's a lot of games that the Wii U could run. So Nintendo should have continued using the Wii U, but they went and built the Switch. They're trying to be different. They're going to do gaming on the go, so to speak. They're going in a different direction. And once they went in that direction, they left the game preservation wide open. They left the virtual console behind. Everything that they're trying to do with the Switch eShop, they could have done with the virtual console. So they wasted their time building the Switch eShop. So once they left the virtual console behind and game preservation, talking about they're trying to be different and go in a different direction, then the emulation community it's like, okay, we will take care of it. And then they're taking care of it now, and then you're seeing the success of the Steam Deck and Valve, and you're jealous and you're envious. Now you're trying to backpedal, saying that, oh, you know, we were talking about, you try to blame the Dolphin emulators for the emulators that they made, but real gamers know that you are responsible for this, Nintendo Corporation. So you're not fooling us out here. There's a handful of us like me that can explain the situation. A handful of us. You're not fooling us. We've seen it. We've seen this situation before. So you try to blame the emulation community for your problem, but we all know that Virtual Console and the Wii U was the answer to your problems. You went against it, and when you went against the Wii U, when you were supposed to stay with it, you paid a price, and you're paying the price now. So now you're trying to save face and play the victim. Nah, you are no victim in this. Okay, you are fully responsible for this. So yeah, when it comes to the Dolphin emulation and the Yuzu emulation, that's all you. Okay, because if you would have taken all those games and store it in the virtual console, a lot of these emulations would have never gotten built. Anyway, leave this video for y'all to enjoy. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. Bored, Dark Side. Go. Peace.